Automotive OEMs are becoming more vertically integrated than before. Do you agree that a new genre of automotive supply chain is burgeoning?
We see this trend already. Now, if you look at the manufacturing of silicon carbide, you had companies that would only make the substrate, other companies that were active in doing the epitaxy, and companies that were basically active in doing the design and either being an IDM, so having their own fab to produce silicon carbide, or going to a fabless silicon carbide company to basically produce devices. And all that is changing. Why? Because industry has realized that it's a good idea to have vertical integration, because this way you eliminate a lot of the overhead costs, a lot of the profits that go into the different areas. So if you look at Wolfspeed, which is a company with a long history in silicon carbide, it does the substrate, then it does the epitaxy, it does its own fabrication, and it will put its device into modules and sell modules or packages. Another example is 26. If you look at 26, it was a company that was only doing substrates. Well, it has recently bought capability to do the epi. So it has the substrate, now it has the epi, and then it licensed the GE process so it can do silicon carbide fabrication. And it also acquired a company that does the implantation of silicon carbide, which is a critical step that's not available in silicon. On Semiconductor, a large company doing silicon and also GaN, they recently acquired GT Advanced Technologies so they can have a substrate supply. So you see all the companies from ST Microelectronics to Infineon, all the silicon companies are basically moving into this vertical integration. Now, as the recent disruption in chip supply has taught a lot of the manufacturers, they need to have maybe an internal source for risk mitigation. So that is going to be achieved either with trying to develop their own devices, which many of them are. Toyota, for example, has been doing that for quite a while. It has its fabs and its processing devices. So either a lot of the manufacturers will actually start to take control of their silicon carbide fabrication, silicon carbide supply chain, or they will sign strategic agreements, long-term agreements with silicon carbide companies to ensure that they have supply. So you're absolutely right. Things are moving to vertical integration. Firstly, from the silicon carbide companies themselves, who are focused in some specific areas of the silicon carbide chain, they're expanding to have vertical integration from the very beginning all the way out to devices and even modules. But also OEMs are moving in that direction. And we've seen a lot of consolidation. Several companies have bought other silicon carbide companies so they can bring in the portions of silicon carbide technology that they were missing.